Customs. We're back on the Jeep today. It's been a little while since I've worked on it. We did some work around the shop. So here we are today, back out on it. I'm gonna sand a little bit of this down and maybe get another coat spread. Thanks for joining us. Last time we were out here, we sanded down the first coat on this lower body line. We applied a second coat to it. I'm hoping that this second coat is going to be the winning coat, and we can then move on up to the top section today. So let's get to work and let's get to sanding that down. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so I'm gonna wait a little bit just for this to kind of set up a little, and then I'll coat the other side. And then we just gotta wait for it to fully cure to sandable state. So. Okay, so we got the next coat over here on this side. This side's still really tacky, not quite ready to sand yet. And I won't sand this side till this side's dry because I don't want to be messing up this side and, you know, blah blah blah. So, but we have a coat on everything, and it's looking good. I'm quite happy with it. So, yippee! Okay, we're back out here the next morning on the Jeep. I let it just dry overnight. It's been, you know, kind of chilly and very humid, and lots of moisture in the air, so just figured it'd be better for it to sit overnight. So we did that. I'm out here again. We're gonna do some sanding and probably put another coat on. This side might be pretty good over here because we got a couple extra coats on when we were doing this, and I had some leftover stuff. I hit it over here. I think we're really close on this side. But this side over here, we may need to hit a second coat. So we'll see. We won't know until we get it sanded down. Let's get to it. Okay, so we just got this all sanded down. This is just the first coat. Well, kind of, we put Marglass around on the welds. And then, you guys did see, like, if I had extra leftover filler when I was working around this body line down here, I did slap it up over the top of where we put the Marglass. Just so I wasn't wasting filler. But for the most part, I still count this as one coat. You can see here, so you can see it started to get dark here, dark here. You can see there's a little bit of some dark areas up here. That's where I was just starting to break through to the metal. So once I start to break through to the metal, I stop. You can see that we still have a little bit of a low spot here, which is nowhere near where we did any metal work. Our metal work is in this area here. So this here, being a low spot, was something previous or just in the metal. This is some thick stuff. So, that's a wave or a low spot or whatever that's in the metal. That was something previous. Then we come over to this side. I knew here when I finished putting the coat on last night that I didn't have enough here next to this box in this welded area. So we need to add a little bit more here. There's a slight low spot there. And then we have a little bit of a low spot here. You can see that's a high spot. So not too bad for the first coat. Low spot, low spot, low spot, and a low spot. So we got 4 low spots that need to, have a second coat applied. Which to me that's not bad. We've talked about before where. We removed so much filler that was on this truck, and I know that it looks like we're just putting that filler back on, but that filler that I took off that truck was a 1/2 inch thick in most places. We have areas, we have very, very, very little filler on here. Especially compared to what was on there before. Now, it doesn't matter if it's this Jeep, that Monte Carlo, my mini truck that's sitting in the corner. That mini truck that's sitting in the corner, that's got a lot on there. But, doesn't matter what I'm working on, it all gets coated like this. That's how I make them straight. So yeah, I'm gonna coat my couple of low spots here, and then it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go in and eat, and then hopefully when we come back out here, we'll be ready to sand. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix up some filler. we're gonna coat this stuff. I'm gonna hit all the low spots. Not much. Very, very happy with what's going on here. Okay, so we got that coat on all the low spots. Much happier with it. I do see maybe like one little spot, like right there, that we'll probably have to come back and recoat that little spot. And you know, there might be another spot like, you know, up here. I'm not super happy with the gap that I can see right there, so we may go hit that. But remember, you know, all this is going to get seam sealed in. So as long as it's close and the seam sealer will take care of it, then I'm okay with it. But I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and we'll come back out here. I'm gonna give this at least a couple hours to dry. Just because it's so damp out here, so I'll see you guys later. So we're back out here. This stuff's good and dry. We're ready to sand it, so let's get to it. Okay, so we got it all sanded down, the coat that I put on earlier this afternoon. Do I still look high? So anyways, we got this sanded down, the coat that I put on earlier this afternoon. Now I just went through and I hit any low spots that were still left over, which there was. Basically, it's just around the sides of the stake pockets is where I had to hit again. Now I'm gonna let it's after 9 o'clock tonight, so I'm just gonna let this sit overnight, and we'll come out in the morning and we'll get that sanded down. And then I think I'm gonna put one more coat over the entire thing. The reason being is just because, like, we had put the one coat on, and there was a low spot here, and there was a low spot here, and we coated that, and then I came back and we sanded that. Now, when we came back and we sanded that, not only did we sand the coat that we put on over the low spot, but we sanded down all around it. If you remember in the video before, like, this metal wasn't there. Same thing with here. So as we started to sand it down, we started to sand down everything that was around it. And basically what I'm trying to say is that We got rid of the low spot here, but we created a low spot around it. Both spots. So this one's not too bad. When I rub my hand over it, I don't really feel anything there, but I do feel it here. So we're just gonna put one nice tight skim coat, pull it nice and tight, and then we'll sand that down, and that'll be the final coat. We'll be good to go. So and it's just, like I said, it's just basically because I feel something when I rub my hand over that. So we're just gonna coat the whole thing one more time. So majority of it'll get sanded off. Like I said, we're just gonna pull a nice tight coat. And then the only other things that I see that you know, we're gonna have to do tomorrow is like up in here. If you guys remember, I don't know what video it's gonna be in. I don't know if it's gonna be in, I doubt it'll be in this video. It's probably gonna be a previous video. When I did the finger smear and we sanded it down, this weld was really like boogered up and sticking out of there. So I used my reamer tool here, and I reamed out that weld. So I gotta go back in and I gotta swipe that with my finger. There's a couple of void spots here that I gotta swipe. There's another weld that I got rid of right here that we need to swipe that. Another little void there. So there's just couple little things. The center thing, we need to finger swipe the corners to kind of round them off so that they match. So you know, it's just little things. So I think tomorrow, you know, it's gonna be sand this down, put a full coat on, and then, you know, we'll let it dry for a couple hours. We'll come back out, we'll sand down that full coat, and then it's gonna just be going around and just kind of nitpicking it and just taking care of the last few little things, and then I think we'll be done with the outside of this. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be done with the outside of this, and then we can jump back to the inside. So I'm hoping next week we're supposed to have some 50-60 degree days. That would be perfect for priming all this. So when I get this outside all buttoned up, we're gonna jump to the inside, and we'll work on the inside and hopefully get that knocked out in a couple of days. And then when we hit our nice, you know, nice days next week, it's supposed to be nice and sunny and whatnot. You know, we'll come out here and we'll get this primed. So and then back to the fun starting. I think once we get this in primer, I'm gonna put a little bit of the bed back together, and then we're gonna roll the bed back down yonder across the way, throw it up on the lift, and then we'll roll the truck underneath it. We'll set the bed back down onto the frame of the truck. We'll throw a couple bolts in it so that it gets bolted down, and then we're gonna bring the truck back up here, and we're gonna start with the steps. I gotta finish up those steps. In order to finish up those steps, I need the bed sitting on the frame, because I need to do the mount for the steps that's underneath, that connects to the frame. So we gotta do that, and then it's back onto the cab. Yay! So we're getting there. We're getting there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be good to go. I'm hoping I'll pray on it. That should be the last coat right there. I pulled it nice and tight. We got a whole coat over the whole thing, one shot. That's a little tough to do. I think the other side I actually did it in two. I split it down the middle. But this time I pulled it in one shot, and I was cutting it close. There is a couple of little spots that I see here and there where like you could see the filler was starting to roll up because you know, it was starting to set up on me. So, but we got it done. I think we're good to go. I'm gonna let this dry now. Being final coat, I definitely want to let it dry. Like I don't want to come back in an hour and try sanding it. So we're gonna let that set up. We'll be back on it later on tonight. So we'll see you then. So we left off with I had gotten everything sanded down on this bedside, and I had said that I was going to put one more nice tight pulled coat over that, which I did. I may have videoed it after it was put on, but I did not video sanding it down. You guys have watched so much sanding by now on this bedside. I didn't film it. I just got in there, got it done. But the outside is done, ready for primer, and it's looking good. It looks really good. So that's with one coat over the whole thing. These couple of little spots is just me hitting some pinholes. We finger swiped on the insides of these. That looks good. Happy with that. Yeah, I'm super happy with this. This is ready for primer. So we came in here. I sanded down, cleaned up, just made sure everything was good to go in here. I don't know if you guys, I don't know how much you guys seen in here or remember, but all that stuff I had sitting back here just so that I had somewhere to put it. So I emptied all that out. We coated all the welds with some Duraglass. Duraglass right there. USC 24030 is the number on the can. I always use it, put it over all the welds. I've explained that in our videos prior, but if there's anybody new watching, that's what I use. And I put it over all the welds just as a protectant, because metal and a weld are two different hardnesses. So when they warm up, like say sitting in the sun and it gets hot, a weld is going to heat up differently than the sheet metal surrounding it, and it could cause a crack or what we call like a pop, a weld pop, where it'll crack or pop, you know, Bondo, paint, primer, you know, whatever. So just put a little Marglass on there as a little added insurance. So we got that on there. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go in and do the whole shower and dinner thing, since I'm coated in Bondo, and we will be back out here tomorrow to sand down all this Marglass. So I'm out. Later. This whole side of the bed is done. It's ready for primer, and I am working on the inside. I think I did a little check-in last night with putting Marglass on the welds, and that got all sanded down this morning. And I coated the center section of the patch with filler this morning, because same thing with this side. It's just the metal thickness wasn't exactly the right gauge, so it was a little lower in the center, which I'm sure you guys can tell from previous videos. So that got coated this morning. I came back out here, we sanded that down, and now we have coated the entire thing. So it's looking good. I'm hoping, you know, it'll be just a a Willy one coat wonder, but I doubt it. It'll probably take a second coat, but we'll come out in, tomorrow's Monday, so Tuesday we'll come out. We'll get this sanded down on Tuesday and see where we're at, and then the top section will still have to be done as well. So, but that's it. Little update. Outside's ready to go. Inside's not far from being ready to go. As you can see, we've been sanding on the inner bed side of the Jeep here. I think it came out really good for the one coat that we put on the other day. I know that there was another coat in the center, but what got put on, that one full coat, I consider that one full coat on the whole thing. So came out really good. So there's a couple of low spots that I'm going to hit right now. We're going to mix up a little lightweight filler. We'll fill in the low spots that I see, and then we're going to coat the top rail section there. So, but yeah, as you can see, there's like 1-2 low spots right here, about midsection area, and then there's 1-2 little low spots back there by the tailgate. So to me, that's a win. That's a good job. So I'm happy with that. Let's get some filler mixed up so that we can take care of those little low spots. Okay, I don't know which camera I'm supposed to be talking to. SD card full, so that didn't work. So, talking to who? So I got everything that I coated last night sanded down. There was still a handful of spots that needed another coat. So I just coated those. We'll give it a couple hours to dry down, dry up, harden up, dry, harden. Been busy out here on this bed the last couple days. And we're starting to get some primer on this bedside. Totally forgot to video before I start spraying primer. Forgot to take pictures, so I'm good at that. But we got all the body work done, inside and out. We got a coat of primer on the inside. I still got to coat the outside, but I got primer in the gun ready to go. I just stopped to take some pictures and a quick video. So yeah, I don't know if you guys want to watch while I do some priming. Seems like you can watch. I got the pressure way down, so there's no overspray. Woo! Hang in there. Okay, so we got first coat of primer on there. I'm not gonna make you guys sit and watch the entire thing. I'm gonna be out here for probably another hour priming. So this is just one coat. I'm at least gonna put on 4. So sorry I didn't video the last couple days, but I'm sure you guys have seen me sanding up Bondo. So Dave here, just wrapping up this Jeep. We got it all primed up. I got 5 coats on the outside, 4 on the inside, so we are good to go. I think it looks good. I'm happy with it. So now we're gonna let it dry a day, and then I will come out here on Sunday. Can't tell if I'm all dusty or not. So we will come out here on Sunday, and I'm gonna put the fender back on, and then we're gonna roll this next door and put it up on the lift and get the truck back underneath it, and get this back on the truck and get the truck over here. So, and then once it's here, I'm like I said, it's coming here for one, because I got to finish the damn thing, but I need the bed on the truck so that I can finish the steps. So we're gonna do that, but I'm also gonna put the bed back together while I have it, just so that I have somewhere, because with the truck coming back, the front fenders, the front grill, the doors, I'm gonna have all these parts laying around here again. Right now they're sitting in the trailer, so they're all gonna be coming back over here again. So I'm gonna end up putting this bed back together, like putting the tailgate on it, putting the steps on it, putting the side skirts on. We're basically gonna put this bed completely back together while I have it, so that we don't have all these extra parts floating around. So we're also gonna do that. I know it's kind of silly to, put it all back together and then take it back apart. But I also want to see the thing all back together. We haven't seen it together since it was all in bare metal. So now that it's all body worked out and it's primed, like, it will be cool to see it all put back together. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, I'm out. Bye bye.